Hello gentle people, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. It's been quite some time. When I was on Reddit not so long ago, I saw someone asking if people had patterns for 1x1 inch carvings. And if you follow me on social media, you might have seen this little guy that I carved quite some time ago, which is 1x1x2. I'm using the blocks that I bought from BeaverCraft. If you remember the video posted about the wood. Really cool wood to carve, it's really fun, really nice basswood. But in any case, I've done that little guy quite some time ago, and this is what we will do today, together. I also tried different things, you know, there's also this little flat plane guy that I've done with a scarf and a little flat cap. And I also, it's not finished yet, because I gave up on it, but I decided, like, what if I carve a little lighthouse, and you know, you see the little staircase going around, and there's even a little boat. Other than that, I also tried this really tall guy. Just like, can I carve it to something with 1x1x6? It's fine, it's not too bad. You know, I haven't painted him, I'm not really happy about it, but it's there, you know. In any case, we'll put these on the side. We'll focus on this little boy, which is the same thing as, you know, when I've done the mini-series about carving little Viking, but you can see the difference in size here. This is 1¼ by 1¼ by 3 inch, and then this is 1x1x2, so there's a gigantic difference, even though it's 1 inch less in height and 1/4 less in width, but yeah. So this is what we will do today. So let's put this little guy on the side here somehow, just overlooking, like, there you go, it's pretty cool. He's right there. And let's go with the quote-unquote pattern. So this is, like I said, 1x1x2, so I'm using a 1x1x6 block, but I've put a line at the bottom at 2 inches. Okay. From there, I put a middle line on all the sides. Okay. Then I join 2 lines at the top. Can be the one you want. Okay. Then in the middle here, I draw another line, so it will kind of like cut the thing in half, so 1 inch, 1 inch. Then in the front, the corner that I want in the front, I would put a little arrow here, just to remember that it's the front. Okay, just a little bit below, a couple of millimeter. I put a little tidbits. And then I join the lines. That will be the bottom of the beard. And then I do the same thing in the back. I decided to have it a little bit lower. It can be higher if you want, but that would be the hair in the back. Alright. Then, in the middle, here, you will have this rectangle. Right? In the middle, I make a line. The same thing on the other side. Alright. I go a lot with middles, so then you will have this little square in the middle. I made a little tip, and then I join this corner here with this little thing that we added. Right? So that's the hand now. Same thing on the other side, you will have this little square in the middle. Join this corner with the line. Now you have 2 hands. Okay. Then here you will have this line and this line. In the corner, just a little bit lower, you make little bits again, and then you will join these 2 lines. Try to be in the same direction as the beard, if you can. Right? Now you have the hands, the swords, the beard, general face, the body, the arm. We'll cut all of that. Right? So we don't have to think about the back right now, because we'll remove quite a lot of wood. But yeah, this is the lines. So you can take your favorite pair of gloves and your favorite knife, and we're good to go. Gloves, knives, Sergey Belov, of course, you know me. So we will start on the sides, because cutting corners is always the best part. So this side or this side you choose, but I will start with this side. So on this line here, we'll try to reach around the line that we've done here, right? The advantage of carving a small figurine from a longer piece of wood is that you can hold it really well. If I had to carve just holding this little guy here, that would be a bit tricky. So that's why I love these 1x1x6, that I can carve these little guy. And if I want, I could add another one and make a totem or something like this. So we just continue with our swipe cut, almost reaching the line right here, right? Same thing on the other side. Alright, so you look at the shape from the top and you try to see if it's symmetrical. Looks like it is right now. So that is good. From here, we will just create a stop cut on the bottom here, okay? Just remove a little tiny corner, okay? And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Tiny corner. Why am I doing that? It's just because I want to remove a little tiny part on each side here, so it's easier to hold if you have to hold it like this, right? Good. And then we will do a stop cut in the back now. You can remove a little tiny corner just to make sure that it's there, and then remove a bit more and a bit more. Alright, so now why am I doing that? It's because I want to flatten the back, as you see, like with this guy. Okay, so from here you can remove a good chunk. Alright, so you look at the top after a couple of cuts. Is it symmetrical? I need to remove a bit more this side. Okay, now you see that it's kind of curved, so you can either cut like this or flip it around and hold it with the little part and push cut if you're more comfortable like this. Or since we created a stop cut, I will just use my thumb like this and alright. The stop cut is there to make sure we don't go too far and cut ourselves. So now it's flat in the back. Alright. Good. So from here we will just because I like doing that, from the little line here from the beard, we'll just do one little cut in the front just to flatten the face right here. Alright, it's for later. Now let's do the shoulders. So we will do a V cut on the shoulders. If you start on this side, the wood is really thin here, right? Because we removed wood. So if you do that, you have a better chance of going too far, breaking it, or the like. So instead of starting your V cut from here, just start from here, slowly, little chip, alright, and then go for it. Okay. All that to say that if I would start from there instead of here, there's way more wood there than here. So, alright, so we have a shoulder here. You see the little thing going out. We'll do the same thing on the other side. It's a really tiny carving, so don't push too hard. Do little cut at the same time. Alright, so we have two shoulders now. Gonna deepen it a bit more. Alright, that's where we are. So now I want to flatten the whole thing, so because I don't want these little edge. I could hold it like this, but if I go too far I could cut my finger. It's really hard to hold it like that because it's so small, right? So it will be better if I just go like this instead. My thumb is there, but this serves as a stop cut, and I'm holding like this, so I can't really go too far. But I prefer to use this thumb. It's really up to you. Kind of pulling with this and holding it at the same time. And this hand is not doing much, just a little bit of pressure, but that's how I prefer. It's a weird technique, I guess. Okay, so you see here it's more flat on this side, so we'll do the same thing on that one. Here once again you try to have it flat. Alright, and then this side again. Okay, it'll be okay for now. Now we'll do a V-cut at the beard right here. Alright, like so. And we'll connect the corners. You can, since it's pretty small, depending on the blade that you have, but I assume you will have a lengthy blade, at least longer than that, you can just connect the V's on each side like so. Same thing on the other side. Okay. And then once again you look, is it kind of symmetrical? Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty good. So from the back here, the line disappeared, so we'll just draw a line again for the hair. Alright. So we'll do a V-cut. Remember that in a V-cut the line is in the middle point. Okay. And then we'll connect these two together. Like so. Same thing on this side. Good. Alright. So that is how it should look like right now. Let's remove a little bit of wood under the arm here. Depending on the length of your blade, we're really small here, right? So we'll do a little tiny stub cut where the point of your knife will go where the line ends here. Then we'll remove wood from below, right here. Then you're kind of going in a slidey fashion, like so. Alright, I'll do for now. Just stop cut here. You have to go slowly but surely, because that is really tiny. Okay. Do the same thing on the other side. I will flip my thing around because it's more comfortable for me. I will do a stop cut this time because it's easier for me to cut towards this position. I can come here, remove a bit, make some more space, go from below. We just want to remove a couple of 1 or 2 millimeter, just to make sure the hand and the blade will come out. Okay. Then remove it a bit so it's like the other side. Okay, that's how it should look right now. Good. Okay, so we'll make a little step cut at the top of the sword, right here, and the same on the other side. Flip it around. Alright, so the step cut should meet right here. So then now if you just remove the wood here, you will flatten the thing, so you kind of have to go in an angle and an angle on this side. Slowly, so you don't break the whole thing. You can flip around if you want. It's a small carving. Alright. Now we remove the little thing. I just want to make a tiny step cut here. And we'll do the same thing on this side. On the line. So then I can remove the wood. And same thing on this side. And if you do like what I've done, you can just flatten the thing to make sure that the swords are back together and flat, like here. Alright, so we have a little chest now, but I don't like this little pointy thing, so we'll just flatten the thing on both sides. So like here, once again, if I go straight, I'm not going with the wood, so I will go on an angle on this side and then an angle on this side. Okay, got a little bit of a flatter chest, as you can see here. Alright, good. We're getting there. So from here we want to do the same thing in the back, right? So I don't have a line. I prefer to basically align my blade with the cut that we've done here, right? And just push in the same thing. I'll make a step cut, okay, like this, if you see the line. And same thing on this side. And step cut, okay. And then from here, I remove the wood, like so. Little V cuts. Same thing on this side. Alright. Then you have this in the back. So if you look at this guy, you can see the similarity. Alright, so now we will just make a, you can do it on the side you want, but we'll just make a little cut here, remove the wood, just so there's the armpit in the back. So I put the point of my knife in a 45-degree angle, and then I come from the other side, and then I remove the thing. Okay, that's good. Alright. Now we'll just separate the swords from the rest of the piece. So we'll just continue the step cut all around. But here we don't want to remove too much, so we'll just remove a tiny V cut. One on this side, one on this side. So now it's separated from the piece, right? We'll do the same thing on the side here. Alright. And same thing on the side here. Tiny cut. Alright. So now everything is separated now. Alright. Good. So the swords now, from this line, would love to go sort of perpendicular like this. And same thing on this side. Alright. So we'll make a little V-cut on this line. Same thing on the other side. We'll hold it like this. A bit harder here because I'm right-handed. Okay, good. So we'll make same thing here, little step cut on the line. Alright, same thing this side. We're basically making the hands now, like so. Could clean that up already. Good. Then in the back we'll go straight, like this. Be careful here, there's not a lot of wood here, so if you push too much, it'll break, so it's better to go on the other side first. Alright, so we got the V-cuts, and we have the hands. Okay. Because the swords are a bit wonky, I will just remove a bit here in the front. Okay. So now they're more squared. At least to my taste. It's up to you if you want to do that or not. Okay. Good. Alright. If you see like this guy, would love to remove a lot more wood here in the bottom under the hand. Okay? So we separate the leg a little bit. So we will do that. So just remove wood from the hand to the bottom, and then from the bottom to the hand. We're just letting our blade pass through here, making some space. Alright, so you can see the difference between this side and this side. Do the same thing here. So we can start from one side. Now I have space, so I can go down. Because I went down, I have space to go up, and so on and so forth. And you look on each side. There's still too much on this side, so I will remove a bit more. Yeah, it's better. We're getting there. Alright, that's good enough. Cool. So let's do the face, or no? Let's finish the back. All right. So like this guy, we separate the shirt from the pants in a pretty straight line. I usually, for the sake of simplicity, start from the corner of the hand right here, and I join the two together like so. And from here I do. You can do V-cut or step cut, but then the shirt will be above the pants, so I'm doing a step cut and I'm cutting from below first. Alright, the whole thing is just a lot of tiny step cut and V-cuts. Okay, so we have separated both, as you can see here. So what's the difference with this guy? Well, of course he has a little butt, so we have to make a little butt. Alright, so we'll make a V-cut sort of in the middle. We're starting to not have a lot of space, right? But it is what it is. Okay, so we have the V-cut here. I have a little butt. So the wood here under, we need to get rid of it. Once again, your blade will most likely be too big, so you can go down first, then you have a little bit more space to go up maybe. Or you won't be able to, because this corner will block you if you have a big piece of wood, but it's fine. You can slide in maybe from one side and go on the other and slide in a bit. You will find a way to remove wood. You can't go too far, of course, because that's what it is. The blade is kind of a bit blocked. But here we go. We have a little butt now, right? So if you see like this guy, there's also little chippets to separate the leg. So we will do that right now. So just go in with my tip of my knife. Alright, okay. And then we'll come in an angle, move that. And coming in an angle, move that. Alright, so now we separated the leg. Good, so that will be perfectly fine for now. We have enough. Let's go to the face. That's pretty much the last part that we'll need for now, apart from the detail. So, how do we do the face? First, we'll do the helmet. Alright. So, not in the middle this time. We could do the middle. A little bit higher than that. A centimeter maybe. Right? I'm not measuring, but use your guts here. Right? You know me, I freehand pretty much all the time, but okay, so we have a line. Then I go all the way around. Good. Okay. So that will be the bottom of the helmet. Start from the middle. Don't do a V cut here, we do a stop cut because we want the bottom of the helmet to be flat. Okay, move wood. Then we go around, stop cut, and remove a little bit of wood. Here we go. Alright, the joy of fast forward. So now it looks like he has a little winter cap or something like this. As you can see here with this guy, there's the little ridge on the helmet. So I said this word a lot today. Do the same thing in the middle. Make another line. Now you need to be really careful because that is not a lot of wood. If you have a really thick blade, it might be hard to do. We'll do the same thing, but this time we come from the top. Be careful. The worst thing you could do right now is put a lot of strength, break the piece, and go straight into your hand. You never know if the wood is weak at the point. There we go. Joy of fast forward again. So now it looks really weird, right? So we will pop corners. So you see there's a corner here, a corner there, a corner there, and so forth. So we'll pop the corners, all of them, in an angle. Alright, and because of that we created more corners. So we'll also pop these guys. Okay, so it should look pretty symmetrical from the top, as you can see here. So cutting towards you, you cannot really do a push cut for that. Don't ask me why, that's how it is. but we will go around in an angle, trying to be in camera here. That's a long piece. We'll just cut the corners, right? Just shove it off a little bit. Alright. Okay. And then this little top part here, we'll just remove the top of the wood. Remove the line. Sorry, I'm trying to be in camera here. Okay. Beautiful end grain, look at that. I love it. Alright, so we have a helmet now. So guess what? In the middle, we'll make a stop cut. Right? Like so. That's the bottom of the nose. Cut towards it. You can have a bigger nose, smaller nose, it all depends on how deep you go under. This will do. Good. Then we'll do stop cut on each side, like this, and one at this side. And from here, I want to make sure the tip of the knife will not go inwards in the nose. We need to follow this line, then we'll go all the way. Then the helmet will serve as a stop cut. And then we remove the wood. Alright. See here. Do the same thing on the other side. Once again, the helmet serves as a stop cut. And from here, I usually look if it looks okay, good. That's a big nose. We love big nose on this channel. So we'll pop the little corners on the bottom of the nose, like so. Alright. Then we will go inwards in an angle on the side. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Just to shove up the side a bit. Okay, so the nose should look like this now. Oh, that's a lovely big nose. Okay. Here the face is a bit too pointy, so we'll just pop this a little bit. And then we might have to recreate the separation between the beard and the body. So that's okay. We can do a little V-cut. Good. The cheeks. So in a 45-degree angle, I usually go for a line here. Alright, a little line. And then following the cut, I join here. Okay. So we'll do a tiny V-cut there. Same thing on the other side. That's not the best way to hold a piece, just so you know, but I'm almost not pressing, so my fingers are not really in any sort of danger. So, V-cut again. Alright. Creating the cheeks right here, same thing here. I know that I'm not pushing, so my finger here is not really in any sort of danger. Okay, good. And from here, we'll make a stop cut on the side. Same thing here. And then we'll just remove a little bit on the side here. Alright. Good, so that will create a hairline. And then we'll clean it doesn't really look good right now. Okay. So we have the cheeks and the face now. Alright, so for the mouth, that's simple. We'll do 2-step cut, an angle like this. Alright, then we will cut from below to it. Once again, be careful. It's a small piece, small cuts, no strength, no nothing. So now we have a mouth. For the eyes, we'll make the what I call the cartoon eyes, which is the square ones, like this guy here. So to do so, I will draw a line. So guess what? In the middle, looks like a baseball player now. Alright. So what I want to do here is just tiny step slash V cut here. Okay. I don't know if you see, but there's a cut now. Same thing on this side. Gonna be as flat as you can. Okay. Then from there, in an angle, depending on how you want to be, it can be a square, it can be a little angle. Do a little cut, then I cut towards it on the side here. Like I usually say, there will, because of your blade, there will be a little cut here that goes under. I do it on purpose. It creates some sort of wrinkles or ridge. I have no idea how to call it, but I like the result. So there we go. We got 2 eyes now. Right? 2 giant, squarey, big eyes. But it's on purpose. So from here we will separate the hair from the beard. So what I do is that I put my knife against the shoulder and I make a stop cut, aiming for the middle. Alright, like this. And then the hair is kind of above the beard, so I will remove from this side instead. Alright. Same thing on this side. And then I remove from here, so to be able to do that, I will do something like this. You really have to think how to place your knife when you carve small like that, because you don't have a lot of space. But it's pretty cool. Gives another little challenge, but easy to carve small. Alright, so now we have the separation between the hair. Do we have anything left? Of course, but we're pretty much almost done here. We will just add a couple of detail. First and foremost, I will remove little tidbits of wood, little layers, so the line, the pencil line will be gone. Be careful when you do that about the side of your grain, the direction, not the side, because you might end up removing more than you were hoping for. Okay. I will, this is too sharp, these lines here, so what I do, I just go in an angle and slide in like this. So you see there's an angle here, and this is pretty flat on this side, so I'll do the same thing. Just a little bit. And same thing here, I'll go in an angle and I cut through. Same thing here. Cut through. I'll just make a little step cut in the middle here. Just a line. Don't need to remove any wood. Now the swords are separated. Okay. So from there, I will remove little corners here for the arm. It's just tiny detail. Then we can make a little bit of a V-cut, tiny V-cut, so that will create the armpit and the fabric. Be careful, it's tiny cuts on tiny piece of wood. Okay, and then same thing on this side. Okay, and then here. Good, so we have a little armpit, right? Then in the back, we could have little V-cuts too. I will just remove the wood here to remove the line. Same thing here. You just shave a little bit, just a little bit, so the pencil line disappear. Same thing on the back of the head. Okay. So little V-cut on the pants, just because I feel like it. Another one on this side. Okay. Good. Shave the helmet for the same reason. Good. Anything else? Of course, the signature. So we'll do the V-cut in the beard. Tip of the knife, and then we pop that little pyramid. We'll just have two on each side because it's pretty small. Okay, so you can see here. We'll do two on the other side too. Here we go. So did I miss anything if we compare? Yes, the sword guards. Forgot that. So that's not too big of a thing. Just do another little V-cut, sets of V-cuts in front of the other. Oh, that will be some tiny blade sword. That's kind of cute. This side, this side, this side. Alright. Well, here it is. We'll just clean that eyeline here a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Great. So here are the two little guys next to each other. I will probably paint this guy soon, but yeah, bigger nose, we love it, right? We love big nose here. So this is how it looks on the side. You see on this one there's a little V-cut in the back here. If you want to do it, go for it. Longer hair. So it's always a little bit different. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope we will see each other in the next video, and I also hope that I will find the willpower to post more than every month. Bye bye.